Welcome right back to the Buds Podcast, episode 66. We're back here with our Thursday night game review, or Thursday night day, I guess you could say, and our fantasy preview slash recap. So Thursday, it was Thanksgiving. We were supposed to have three games, ended up having two. We had the Houston Texans versus Detroit Lions at the 12:30 slot. Detroit came out decent and then just pooped the bed like normal. I mean, I, I you had high hopes in that first quarter, and then it shit the bed like normal. So I mean,
Racism.
Nick, stop. He was throwing to the best receivers he had, which was
He
Hawkinson.
didn't even give Marvin Hall a chance. I hate to see it.
Nick, the thing is, Marvin Hall, it's either a one catch for like 6 or 7 yards, or it's one catch for 50 yards and a touchdown. No in between. No in between. That's all Marvin Hall gets from Stafford for some weird reason. And I don't know. But Deshaun Watson ended up going off for Houston. AP had a
Will
decent game
Fuller
for
went
Detroit.
crazy.
At one point, Detroit, I think at the start of the second half, Detroit rushed 10 straight times for some odd reason. And then our first pass play, we decided to throw a fake pass, Jamal Agnew to Matthew Stafford, which Matthew Stafford got screwed over by the
Stafford needs to learn from Josh Allen.
He got screwed over by the Calvin Johnson rule. And I mean, I feel like that might have been somewhat of a turning point, but other than that, Mohamed Sanu, I didn't even know they activated him, but he ended up on the team, scored a touchdown in his first game. So yeah, I mean,
He's just staring down Marvin Jones. He
but
had
yeah,
48 yards.
Lions shit the bed basically. I mean, they were already eliminated from playoff contention with Patricia still head coach, still calling for his head. Will continue to call for his head.
Thanksgiving losing streak.
Sheila, sell the team. You suck. No one likes you. So yeah,
Wow.
let's go to the next game.
And here's the game of the night.
Yeah, game of the night. I don't even know where to start. This is Antonio Gibson's break on the scene. I said he was going off on Thanksgiving Day. You could probably go back.
We've been calling it.
You could go back 3 or 4 videos. I said Antonio Gibson going off on Thanksgiving Day. He's going to break out live national TV, his first chance. He's leading Washington to the playoffs. The league won't like it. The league doesn't want a team in there with no name, and he's going to shock the world. Antonio Gibson, 3 touchdowns, 115 yards rushing. All I'm saying.
I mean, it might have been just versus the Dallas defense, but ESPN might be right when they say he looks like CMC. I'm not saying he is CMC,
No,
but
ESPN didn't say that.
that boy can
Ron
move.
Rivera said that.
I mean, we talked about it in
true.
August in our film room.
Riverboat Ron said he was Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, Antonio Gibson, I think he ended up having, because he had 5 catches, 21 yards also, so he ended up with 136 total yards, 3 touchdowns, and 25 touches. I would say that's good. I think he got 2 games versus Dallas this year. He had just over 300 total yards, and let me see how many total touchdowns he had here.
3.
He had three total. No, I mean all versus Dallas this year so far.
Probably had like 5.
4 total touchdowns versus Dallas. So I mean, basically you have the owner of the Dallas Cowboys and then Jerry Jones. So Dallas looked sloppy. Once Zach Martin went out though, I knew they weren't winning that. Last time Zach Martin went out, they only scored 3 points, and that was versus DC. So
Ezekiel Elliott's so overrated now. It's crazy.
Without Dak, man.
He got his contract, and he's been like having the worst season of his life.
Yeah, you can tell they're really missing Dak. Like Dak was a key part of that. Like
I feel like they have to pay him after what they've seen now.
Like I give my slander to Dak. Like I obviously like I don't like the Cowboys. Like I mean it's a joke, but like Dak really carried that team. And as soon as he went down to that injury, you saw that. Like you saw Andy Dalton couldn't carry that team, even though Andy Dalton was one of the.
Dak was having an insane season. He had like 3 straight 400-yard games.
Who did?
Dak.
Yeah, no, yeah, he was on my fantasy team. Man was going off. Man was carrying me single. I think he had like 4 straight
If
40
you had Dak still, you'd literally have like if you'd have Dak still, you'd probably have like the undisputed #1 team. I feel like.
I would because I mean I don't want to say that, but because I would actually have a quarterback and Antonio Gibson goes off for me, and I mean I'd have the best running back and quarterback duo in the league probably.
Guys
Cap, cap, cap,
gassing
cap, cap.
Antonio up. Get to
Okay, but yeah, Washington blew it out. Washington now leads the NFC West at 4-7. I mean, they still have a 26% chance to make it to
wrong
the
coast,
playoffs.
but you're
It's
good.
kind of crazy. I don't like the slander here. So, I think let's get to fantasy now. Okay, so
Let's just go to last week.
last week was exciting.
Not really.
I mean,
It's whatever.
Not for this matchup here.
Right?
Oh,
So
this was bad from the start.
yeah, so I'll just let you take this. She just got blown out here by
I mean,
Brendan.
first of all, I didn't have a lot of good matchups. Like, I mean, I acquired Tom Brady, but he had a tough matchup. And then, B Wood picks up Taysom Hill and had pretty much 2 quarterbacks who both had over 20 points there.
And we'll get to B Wood with Taysom Hill here in a second.
And then his Browns defense picks up 21 points. Alvin Kamara only had 10 points because Taysom Hill just didn't throw him the ball. Just so many things. Like Antonio Brown did pretty good though.
So what was the decision with sitting Cup and starting Brown last minute there?
I mean, I was down bad going to Monday, so I'm like, if I need Tom Brady to go off, might as well have Antonio Brown there. Maybe he has a breakout game.
Yeah.
I mean, Cup went crazy in that first half. He had like over 10 catches.
And this was a must win for B Wood, like a must win. Like if he
Yeah.
didn't win this, he was
I
fighting.
mean, his team went off other than Crowder.
Yeah. He was scraping for a playoff spot if he didn't win this. So B Wood won that. Let's move on to the next game here.
Another blowout.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. This is the hottest team in the league right now.
Quinnen's teams had like 150 plus 3 straight weeks.
Quentin is the hottest team in the league, you could say. He has the
No. It's not even you could say. It's like an undisputed, I think, at this point. Like I swear he puts up puts up 150 every week.
Yeah, he has
Scary.
one of the hottest QBs, hottest running backs, and hottest receivers of the past 3 weeks in Keenan Allen, Delvin Cook.
And tight. I mean, and like one of the only teams who has a steady tight end too.
Yeah, Hawkinson has been steady. He gets steady points.
Fourth ranked tight end.
I don't know what he did. I think he got about 18 this week, so he did decent.
Zeke's pretty much done.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Zeke is done. There are some scenarios I'll go into when we get to the standings because some things can happen. Mathematically, Zeke is not eliminated yet. Mathematically, the only mathematically.
Well, same. I mean, I don't think mathematically I'm eliminated either, right? But I've ruled it out already.
All 4 and 7 teams right now are mathematically not eliminated. The only mathematically eliminated player is Hunter at 3 and 8. So, let's move on
after he got screwed here.
Yeah, Hunter. It was literally when I say down to the wire, it was down to the last possession for
Literally had Joe Flacco.
Yeah, it was down to the last possession.
He didn't play that bad for him.
Because what happened is Chris Godwin scored. Yeah, Chris Godwin scored on a very lucky touchdown, and it put me within 0.02 of Hunter. 0.02 of him. I was at 0.08, and he was at 0.1 there, and all I needed was one catch or one run from like Chris Godwin or like Ronald Jones there, and luckily it was a passing situation for Tampa Bay, and Chris Godwin got one catch, and that's all I needed there. So.
I will say you did also get lucky that Travis Kelce was wide open in the end zone for that long touchdown.
Yeah, I did.
I got lucky. Acquired Travis Kelce.
I got lucky a lot because Stafford didn't pull out for me last week, and
I wonder who would ever trade Travis Kelce.
Who would trade you, Travis? Oh wait, let's just make teams even stronger here.
So with that win, that pushed me to 8-2 and to the top of the division because of Nick's loss. So
It's a
Let's move on to the next game here.
another close game here.
Yeah, we got Brad versus Chris. Yeah, I think it came down to that last game too, did it not? Or no?
I think Brad won from the kicker on the Sunday nighter.
Yeah.
He won on Sunday night. Yep. Mm-hmm.
It was down to his kicker.
He could have easily lost that yet again if that kicker didn't score a lot. So.
And Hayden Hurst had 0 points for him, which that's why Chris lost pretty much.
Yeah, because if he would have started, actually he didn't have another tight end, so yeah, because Jimmy Graham was on the bye, so unless he would have picked
Or
one
if he
up.
started Calvin Ridley, actually, why did he start Myers over Calvin Ridley? That's
No one knew that. He literally, we were looking up until 1 o'clock, and then last minute, for some weird reason, he took Calvin Ridley out. No one knows why. Like we don't know why, but so yeah, Brad won there to boost up to, what is he now?
6-5.
6-5.
6-5. So yeah, he's still clawing for that final playoff spot there, and yeah, let's move to M1 versus you.
Don't
Joe.
care anymore.
I'll let you go.
Whatever.
Again,
Whatever.
the Travis Fulgham trade.
Yeah.
Accepted my defeat. So did the trade deadline already pass? I was in talks with people,
Yeah.
but like I didn't know it passed. Like I was in talks with like many different people in the league, like, and like I didn't know it passed, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Trade.
Okay.
We are a little
25th,
past it
I
now.
think.
But
Maybe
we're recording this a little
maybe
late.
like
Go ahead.
maybe you could slide an exception. I'm trying to make some blockbusters with people.
We're not trying
I
to
was
finesse the league.
Yeah.
We ain't trying.
So basically,
No, I told multiple league members that Nick was acquiring Devontae Adams, and I get a video from Quinn telling me that it's like putting Kevin Durant on the 73-9 Warriors. It is not okay. So
I mean, that is true. But
I think they're very happy I didn't do that.
Trade deadline was Wednesday at noon. We're a little past it now. We're now Friday because didn't record Thursday because of Thanksgiving. But yeah, so we're a little far. What?
That's why.
That's why. So yeah, M1 got a big win here to keep them at 7 wins there. So, or to push them up to 7 wins after a hard loss. So yeah, last game of the day. We had Ben beating the number 1 seed in the West, keeping Ben in playoff contention mathematically.
Yeah, mathematically,
You're welcome,
it's kind of like
you're welcome,
how,
Ben, with the Tyler Lockett.
Look at that. Hey, we
And
did pretty good last week. We did pretty good.
when are you gonna stop playing Jared Cook?
Hey, this week I put in Tanyan, okay?
Good.
And now
okay.
Jared Cook's gonna go on.
Yeah, Jared Kirk will go off now, bud.
Yeah, Ben? How do you feel about this one here? It was a staying alive win.
It was a staying alive win. I'm still in contention.
Yeah, you're
And
still.
I think I'm gonna get Raheem Mostert back this week, so that's even better.
Who knows, Ben? You could win out, and scenarios could go down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Often yet.
I think let's go to the standings to look at a couple of the scenarios. Even though I'm not gonna break them down because it gets really, really sweaty.
Yeah. Let's just not even like mention.
So let's just
it'll
go
take
through
forever.
let's go through the East and West here. Me, Nick, M1, Brad are the 4 as of right now from the East going to the playoffs, and then Quentin and Peyton are the 2 from the West. Still in playoff contention is Brendan, Chris, Joe, Zeke, and Ben. Due to their records, they're still mathematically can make it. Now, all that would need to happen with Peyton and Brad both getting a win this week, and then
they would.
Well, I mean, they could still get it. It still gets really sweaty because a lot of things could happen. Like, because I don't know who all has head-to-heads against each other, and just a lot of things. So, who's leading the league in points, Nick?
I still am. I mean, Quinn's probably gonna pass me this week, though.
Yeah. And then I now have the least points scored.
Yeah. Somehow you allowed 1,205, and I've allowed 1,380.
No, for a while I I had the most against me, and then I started going up against the West, and that's when people started shitting the bet against me. Like Quentin didn't put up any. Quentin put like up 85 points against me first time I played him. And
I
now
need to be at a home more. I need
I
to be
don't
at
I
home
don't think
more.
I don't think I've had a game where my opponents had under 100 points.
Yeah, I perform well at home. You're right, Joe. I just seen that.
Yeah, somehow I
need to-
have played 7
I need
road
to be at home
games.
too.
So Nick, I think you're
Same.
home for the rest of the season then.
It should be. It's just rigged.
Let's take a look at the playoff bracket.
The
I mean, I know I
bracket.
kind of said it, but
This is kind of. Oh yeah, now I'm down here.
Yeah, I was talking to Peyton. I mean, obviously the trade deadline's passed. I was thinking about putting stake in people's teams, but you know what?
I mean, low key.
Looks like that's not happening.
Low key, if I don't finish first, I'd rather finish fourth. I don't want to be on Quinn's side, to be honest.
yeah. I kind of want to finish that first because I want a week off where I don't have to sweat and I can just enjoy football for a week.
I mean, I'll take a bite too, though.
Yeah. I mean, low key, like if it stayed the same, I could low key feel like we get
Low key need Mike to tie us, so then I
Andrew.
get the tiebreaker
Yeah,
over
Nick,
everyone.
me and you are basically me and you are fighting not to get that third spot right now.
Yeah.
Because I know.
I mean, Peyton's team went off so far this week, so I don't know. I think Peyton's a force to be reckoned with also.
Okay, and then actually I want to highlight this. So the losers bracket or consolation bracket. So I think I have made my decision. So you see that that game down there in the bottom right corner, Nick. I want you to put your cursor.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right.
If you lose that
So
game,
right here, whoever ends up in that game, no matter their record, the loser of that game is the loser of the league.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
I
how
just-
that works.
I want to make that fair. I want to make that clear. I don't care about your record. I don't care what you do. The loser of that last little bracket right there, loser of the league gets the forfeit. So I just want to make that clear right now. So teams actually still have to try in the playoffs. Or yeah, so
Wait, you just so pretty much you can't lose twice.
basically, yeah, you can't lose 3 times at all.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you lose twice, you still count as like.
Could have an
bad,
in-person
but-
video if everything's on track still.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Could have and I'm hoping I finish in that top 2 so then I can be making some of the calls down there.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was me and B.
I forgot we said that.
Imagine if it was me and B Wood in the final 2 and then we make our
He
way down.
would. Do you think he's gonna make the finals now?
I mean,
Do we think he's making the playoffs?
I think he can make the playoffs. He started off strong, and I think he's
Yes.
making.
He has to pass Peyton
Yeah, which
or Brad.
But I mean, let's go look at these games, or no, recent activity first. Then we have to look at the games for this week. Nothing really happened at the trade deadline. It was very
just
quiet.
move city.
Yeah, it was just everyone's just
So
moving.
this is pretty much another B Wood name change.
Yeah,
He likes to change his name.
He changed the name back to B Wolf. It was
The first move of the week was Devontae Adams fans added Gus Edwards.
nothing really big here.
Sweated that one.
How'd I sweat that one?
You saw that the running backs when you ran.
Yeah. And then
We had
I
a
ran to
Frank
pick up
Gore ad. Wait,
yeah, I don't know what
M1
that
dropped
was.
Justin Tucker.
Yeah, for Rodrigo Blankenship, which is 2 positions better than him in the kicker standings.
I mean, so
Very
Justin
weird.
Tucker. I added the Bills kicker. Yeah. You dropped Jameis Winston already.
Yeah, we got
Can't
him.
be adding Daniel Jones. Oh my god.
He's back with the team, huh?
Back with the team.
26th ranked quarterback.
He started with the team and he's back, or he didn't start with the team.
M1 dropped Carson Wentz, picked up Phillip Rivers. Why am I watching?
Watch.
Exposure.
Did you just get exposed for your scouting?
I think that was when I needed a quarterback. Yeah.
Ben, I see.
And
You
picked
added
up Tucker right away.
Yeah.
Picked up Justin Tucker.
That was another
Um,
sweaty move.
See, a very weird change. Zeke listened to Quentin on game day, Thursday morning, dropped Kerryon Johnson for the better Adrian Peterson, who had 2 rushing touchdowns that day.
Yeah.
I just found that interesting.
I mean, Johnson didn't do that bad.
He didn't do that bad. He had like 12 points, I think. Or
11.8.
11, yeah, 11, not horrible. AP ended up with like 18, so would have helped him a little, but again, we'll get to that game. And
Samaj Perrin.
Yeah, because
Perine,
either
whatever.
he's gonna start. Actually, currently I have all of the Bengals running backs on my team.
Okay,
Very
and
weird.
we have another reunion
So-
here. Wentz is
Yeah.
back. now.
Yeah.
I would say Carson Wentz started for you at one point.
We got a Mitchell Trubisky ad
Yeah,
here.
for the first game, and then
Yeah, see, I believe he added Trubisky due to the Ravens and
I had to get another
And
kicker
then
because
rest
I
in
was
peace,
afraid.
Joe Burrow.
because the problem with Chris has Ben Roethlisberger and Lamar Jackson. So I think he's gonna start Trubisky because say that game doesn't
I'll
happen
take
on
it.
Tuesday, he loses out on points. Like I think he's starting Trubisky this week, which is very
Okay,
interesting.
okay.
So actually let's go to those games this week and let's see. All right, who we got here first? We got you and Chris.
Yeah, he's off to a nice start here.
Say, yeah, Washington defense did good for him. Terry McLaurin did good.
I've been Cooper, who actually went off.
Say, you have a couple good matchups, it seems like, though.
I mean,
Like, I had
Nick
to ride
has
with
it in the
I had to
bag.
I had to
yeah.
ride with my one of my fantasy players of the week though. Mr. Pittman here.
Michael Pittman, yeah, I do see that. Yeah, you could
I'm finally gonna start him this week.
I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, Brady versus KC. So kind of did iffy last week versus the Rams. So it's gonna be interesting how he does versus a
Yeah,
an
I don't know how that's gonna go.
KC allows a lot of points, so it's gonna be a shootout. I feel like on
It's not prime time, so he might do better.
yeah. It seems like Tom Brady's been struggling in primetime games too. So yeah, I mean, gonna be close. Chris needs to win here. It's a must-win for Chris, and I think me and you more than less have clinched the playoffs. So congratulations to us. Yeah. So let's move on to the next game here.
Well,
Yeah.
this is a big game here.
Antonio, Mr. Gibson.
1 seed versus the 2 seed right now.
Yes, 1 seed versus a 2 seed. And if Quentin wins this game, he actually gets that 1 seed.
Oh yeah.
Well, unless I win.
Yes, unless you win. But if Quentin wins, no wait, because
But yeah, he beat us both though, so he'll have the tiebreaker.
yeah, so he'll have the tiebreaker. So Quentin will have the head-to-head, and he will get that.
But I mean, first, second, I don't even think it matters much.
Actually, it's gonna be weird because if Quentin beats me, I have a 1-1 record against him because I beat him earlier in the year.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna go by points more then.
Oh yeah, and then he'll shit on me. So
And which
Yeah.
is him. Yeah, which he shits on him with everyone in the
150
league.
a game, he's average.
yeah. So Gibson really helped me. I mean, Stafford did subpar. He had 18 points. So Gibson's 36 really helped because I know Delvin Cook's gonna go off.
And
I
you got
mean,
36 points from the rookie of the year.
Yeah. I wanted to say that.
That was my bold take.
My bold take is that after that game, he moved into at least top 3 in contention. He has 11, 12
100%.
It's head to head him and not Herbert.
head to head him, Herbert, and
Trubisky.
I would have to say Clyde, probably. Clyde, or I mean, you can make the case for Justin Jefferson too, because he had
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you
yes.
could.
But Gibson's on like a
Yeah.
Gibson's actually carrying.
Yeah,
his
but like I feel like, and I feel like if they make the playoffs too, you have to give that to Antonio Gibson. He carried the offense.
literally
like no joke, he might be the team's MVP.
and it's like, say what you want. Yes, we slobber on him, but like he legit, when you look at the stats, he is carrying that team to the playoffs at 4-7 right now. Like it's like you can say what you want. Like he is legit carrying a team as a rookie right now, and
he has over 800 total yards.
And how many touchdowns? 11. Yeah.
11.
Yeah. So man's going crazy right now. I think he has the second most rushing touchdowns in the league right now. So as a rookie,
he has. I mean, he has the most by any rookie. I think he has the most TDs by any rookie, like receiving and rushing, like out of any player.
So, I mean, Antonio Gibson. We've said it for months now. Man definitely is in the rookie of the year race for the first time this year. So, yeah, gonna be a close. It's really just gonna depend on my receivers, I think, in that game for me. So, all right, now we got Brad and
Hunter.
So Hunter is basically out of the playoffs. So this is basically just
a player out.
Spoil game. I mean, it's basically a spoil game for him. A spoil Brad here.
He'll probably start. Yeah, he'll have to start Chase Edmonds there. So, which I don't know why I didn't like the benching of Chase Edmonds. He still does good. Still gets a lot of touches on the backfield.
Wayne Gallman was a nice pickup.
Really nice. I wanted to pick up Wayne Gallman, but I didn't get a chance to, and now he scored a touchdown every single game since he's been a starter. So
I like the Josh Beasley connection.
Yeah, he really likes starting Beasley for some weird reason.
He's been good though.
Yeah, he's had like 3 or 4 100-yard games this year.
Yeah, you look at all the double-digit point games. I mean, the Bills throw a lot, so he gets receptions.
So yeah, if Hunter once he adds in Chase Edmonds into his lineup there, he'll be about 3 points down from projections. It should be a close game, and I think if Hunter can play spoiler, that will help out a lot of those 4-7 teams. If one of those 4-7 teams can get a win, so what do we got next there? B Wood versus M1, a must win for B Wood, and
I kind of want.
Oh
my.
I've been saying this, and B Wood brought it up to me. This is a must win for M1. M1 could easily slip out of the playoffs with 2 straight losses here.
Still got the cheese here.
With 2 straight losses here, M1 can slip out. And yes, let me address that.
Yes.
So,
oh my God.
On Monday morning, when I logged on to Fantasy, I guess as the league manager, commissioner, I had a message waiting for me, and it was like the breakdown of the Taysom Hill situation. They had taken the tight end eligibility off of him, but since B Wood still had him in the tight end spot, he can play him there. He will receive points for him.
But
he
can't change his lineup ever, right?
Yes, he can't make roster moves. He can't move people around in his lineup. He can't do anything with his team. So his team has to stay the same if he wants Hill to continue. Now, I wasn't going to say this because B Wood told me not to say it, but it's past the point, and I don't think I'm going to do it because it would be kind of cheesy to do it, and I'm allowing the glitch to go. It says, as a league commissioner, I have the ability to take Taysom Hill out of Brendan's lineup.
And well, yeah, I mean, if and like I feel like that would be good if he could like put like change in players in and out, but he can't. So it's kind of like a sacrifice he has to take.
Yeah, no, that's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. It's a sacrifice.
It's a sacrifice he has to take because like let's look at his bench. Like I want to see I want to see players on his bench that he might start over some of the players in his lineup. Yeah, like I don't know necessarily if he wants to start, David Montgomery every week, or or like say like Tyler Boyd gets injured, or like one of those guys gets injured, he has to start him every week. So it's like,
yeah, I think he said he's gonna make the decision next week if he's gonna take Taysom Hill out of the starting lineup or not. So we'll have to see, because if he doesn't take Taysom Hill out of the starting lineup next week, he will not have a kicker because his kicker is on bye. So that will be an interesting story to follow, to see if he sacrifices a kicker for a Taysom Hill against Atlanta.
And isn't next week the last regular season week?
Yes, next week is the last, not this coming week, not the week we're about
to
play.
If he wins this week, then
yeah, if he wins this week, he keeps Taysom in.
But then the kicker, that could be valuable points.
But think about it, Nick.
Yeah, but it's Taysom Hill as a quarterback.
His lineup, if he has a QB scoring 20,
Hill play next? So he plays Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, you have to.
I think
you really got to bank on him to go off again.
Yeah, you really have to bank on it, but we'll have to see that next week what he does there. Okay, what do we got for our next game here? We got Joe, you versus Ben. This is truly.
Wait a minute.
This is
I didn't think of
for a
this.
playoff spot,
Mhm.
or fighting for to
Whoever
stay in
loses.
the race.
Whoever loses
Yeah, whoever loses is
out.
It's
officially.
do or
Mathematically out.
die.
Whoever loses is officially eliminated along with Hunter.
Well, you look at my team and it's not even bad. Like it's, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I'm done
You are
talking
starting
about it.
Carson.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I just freaked
Carson
him
Wentz
up
versus
instead.
Justin
I mean,
Herbert.
I honestly am probably gonna bench Fulgham and start Gus Edwards.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was thinking
I mean, if
about
you
it.
have Wentz,
I
then
don't
you
know.
have to fold him low key.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'll see.
Ben, what do you guys say about this game?
I mean, I just looked at Raheem Mostert, and they say that he is going to be put off IR before Sunday's game, and that he's questionable to play.
So who are you gonna take out? Hines?
Naheem Hines, yeah,
Has he been going off though?
He has been.
a little bit, like
I
up
mean,
and down
against the
games.
Titans, he went off. He's
Against the
playing them
Titans,
this
yeah.
week, so
I would rather have Mostert.
I mean, you can't bench Lockett.
Yeah, I can't. I kind of want to put in Debo Samuel, but I can't bench any of my receivers.
AJ Brown.
Hey, you be quiet.
Okay, so that should be a close game, and again, whoever loses that is officially eliminated from the playoffs. Who we got for our last game? We got Zeke versus.
Oh no, we lost it.
Press.
We lost
Oh no,
some boys.
is it frozen?
Wait, what?
Refresh it.
Wait, okay,
Oh, there we go.
Okay, we did it. We did it.
Wait,
All
wait,
right,
wait,
so-
wait, wait.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I just refreshed it. That's why. Okay, there we go. Oh, we're back here.
Oh, we're at the back at the beginning.
Now we're here.
all right.
Now
So
we're
we have Zeke versus Peyton. Peyton, he had three players. Obviously, it got kind of offset with Ezekiel Elliott only have 2.9 for him, but he had two players.
I mean,
go-
yeah, but he still did really good though.
Yeah, two players got almost 76 points for him in the first game of the day. So
Yeah.
he's really gonna have
Thanks, Detroit.
But yeah, I know.
Fuck you, Detroit.
He's gonna have to have a lot of people go off for him because he's mathematically still in it, and Peyton is one of those key people to have to lose for like people like Brendan and those other 4-7 teams to try and make a push.
Oh wait, so we want Payton to lose?
No, I'm just saying.
I
I
don't
want
think-
Payton to lose.
No, I'm not
Uh,
saying. you want-
Let's go Zeke. Nah, it's fine.
I'm
Because
saying-
Payton's at the 6th seed right now.
Yes, Peyton is the 16. If he were to
Let's go
lose,
Zeke.
if he were to lose to Zeke, Zeke would have a chance there. Whoever wins your and Ben game would have a chance, Joe.
I mean,
And then if he
Did you
would
guys beat Zeke?
what?
Did Joe or Ben beat Zeke though?
I versus Zeke
I
next week.
lost to Zeke. I lost to Zeke.
I versus Zeke next week, and then but I have the tiebreaker on Peyton. I don't know if that would matter at all, but
Yeah, I mean it would. There's like I said, there's a lot of sweaty stuff that comes down to the end. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting if Zeke can somehow pull out a win there. I don't think he can personally. His team struggled
Wow.
with points. But
Oh,
I mean, you never know.
yeah, you honestly never know. Somebody could have an amazing day.
Like he has Tyreek Hill and Hopkins. They can easily have like a monster game.
Yeah, they could both have 40 points for him right off the bat.
I mean, Matt Ryan's gonna be
Oh,
tough though because I don't think Julio's playing.
Oh, he's not. I did not hear about that.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think
he's
Julio's
not
playing.
playing.
nah, he didn't practice today.
And he does.
I think he was confirmed out too.
He does have
Oh,
Curtis
yeah.
Samuel too, which goes off. He goes off. So.
Yeah, versus Minnesota too.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. So he could have 3 20+ receivers right there, and that brings him right back into it. So yeah, will be interesting. So let's just take a look at our final standings projection. I have not looked at this in a while, so
I think I'm like 11th. I mean, it's low key accurate now. Like, I'm not even gonna cap. It's low key accurate.
I'm still first. Okay, bet.
yeah. So it has.
Wait, you went down.
Yes, I went down, and one jumped ahead of me somehow.
Oh, how am I 7th? How am I 7th now?
I do not know.
Wait,
that.
never mind. This is not accurate anymore.
No, Joe,
Okay,
you
never mind.
are.
I'm 7th now.
I mean,
Yeah, Joe, you are 7.
who they
I
got?
was like
6 now?
11th, but I guess my Carson Wentz ad went.
Oh, they got Brad at 6.
They do, yeah. And then they got who do they got at 5? They got
Fuller
Peyton.
than your mama.
Is that Peyton?
Yeah, Peyton at 5.
Yep.
And then
So they think Peyton and Brad are at the 5 and 6 still.
All right, let me fix this top 5.
Oh.
Nick, you're 1. Actually, Loki, I mean, Nick, you're 1. Quinnen's 2. Andrew, you're 3. I don't know why Mike's 3. 4, I'm putting. I don't
put-
even know who's 4.
Mike still puts up points.
What? Yeah, I put up Mike 4, and then 5, I guess Peyton. I don't know.
No, 5. I have 5 Brad, 6 Peyton. I think it's just how it is. So yeah, and then you got your last place right now. You got obviously person in
Hunter.
last place, Hunter, and then Chris. Chris
We're
really
at 11. Wow.
yeah, Chris fell off near the end of the season. He was at one point he was second in his division and making a push for a playoff. So I think that's all we got for you guys though. Yes, it's probably gonna come out on Saturday now, so we had to just take a little break there. So thank you guys for watching though. If you guys could subscribe and like, that'd help out a lot. And
Please.
yeah.
Please.
We'll be back on Monday with well, I don't even know what we're gonna talk about on Monday. Probably some NBA. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.